to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on a team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Bulldogs ready to get this thing started and open the season. Fielded in the end zone. It's Costa. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Raging Cajuns offense will take the field first. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
And let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
The Raging Cajuns are in the hurry-up. All right, guys, let's talk Raging Cajuns. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you take people off on your own roster. So when you only...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Raging Cajuns line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes a move. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Fires to the big fella. Pulled down for the tackle.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
The Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll run for it on third and short. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year, the juices are flowing, you march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wants to throw. It's Grant. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They're dealing with a second and long. The play action fake. A strike downfield. At the 35, he's loose. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Louisiana. Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Past the first down marker and still running. He's got 42 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like it's such a timing and art when you run this option. Like you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
And the Bulldogs just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Back to pass, it's Croman home. He'll take a shot. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Costa. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. We've had some early scores. They got the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wide open downfield. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Raging Cajuns want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Hand off from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They want to get this defense on its heels.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to getting him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Grant. Pucks it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbells ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after they catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They go 83 yards on the drive, and the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. Wants to go up top on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Finds the tight end. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. Grabbed in the middle, it's Banks. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Raging Cajuns will hustle to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the 1st quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
On the run, it's Costa. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. Underheat, he gets rid of it. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it and be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Ball's at the 29. They'll keep the offense out there and go for it. On 4th down, looking to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Banks. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Looking to throw, it's Grant. On the move, he fires. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field.
Hold it. Defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Vanderbilt is going to walk off the field there in Nashville with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Using his legs, it's Hill. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. Here we go. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. He's now up to 52 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it after 14.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Bulldogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Now from inside the red zone. Quick strike complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to pass. It's Croman Hope. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog.
Are you kidding me? I mean, that's really good defense to take away the pass and take away the big play, but the quarterback just makes absolutely something out of nothing. Scrambles around, finds a way to get in for the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. They marched 72 yards, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here we go. They'll send the back in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. trying to get rid of it. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. Let's take just a minute and talk about Mississippi State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff. And the message and what they're preaching, they all believe they could do something very special this season.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line, it's Green. Breaks into the open. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call, throwing the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Power football with the run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some ballers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Bring in the heat. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20.
If feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They go to the ground. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the tailback. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Indiana. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To throw, it's Grant. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Fighting off the defender. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Raging Cajuns headed quickly to the line. With jet sweep pass. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. From the gun. Wants to pass. Pressure coming. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And the returner will be brought down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He'll try the left side. Finding open areas. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Using his legs to buy some time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Turning it on! They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Oh, they're after him! Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Let's go! From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Touchdown, Mississippi State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, showing some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So that scoring drive. only 6 plays, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Louisiana has it back, in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Looking left. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Raging Cajuns will line up to punt it away. Coverage team was down there to corral it, and they made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. And they're not on the same page there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Wants to bring it back. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Throws to the tight end. That's caught. It's Coates. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Grant. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line in the hurry-up. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Let's go! Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Chappelle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll close the gap to 14. First half in the book. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer, breaking the will of this defense. And that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Cajuns will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go.
There he goes. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He'll keep it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Catch in the middle, it's Sampson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Offense facing fourth down.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Raging Cajuns want to pick up the tempo.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Looking for a man. It's Grant. Throws to the wideout. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Gives it on the option. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
You love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Raging Cajuns will punt it away on fourth down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why they lost.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I don't know if field position really matters on that one, right? I know they're on the plus side of the territory, but 4th and inches, most offenses today are going to be going for it. They did. They execute the running play, and they keep the sticks moving.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. A little floater there that falls incomplete. They're facing a 3rd down.
Here we go.
He's looking downfield to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys. Keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17 is not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points in our deep.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. That ball was just lying there forever in the end zone, and the defense finally pounced on it.
It's a defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Looking for blockers. And the returner goes down.
Kick returners just have to do a better job of knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
Dropping back, it's Grant. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And he didn't get big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Surging forward on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Banks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver there on the slant throw. Gets across the defender, makes the nice catch, hauls it in.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Raging Cajuns will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Give to the single back. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
The Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have the pushing passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play.
Easy.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. To the air. It's Croman Hope. Quickly out to the tight end. Brings into the open. There is nowhere to go. He is stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
and they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Wade. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself on the draw.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but in big plays. When I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
The Raging Cajuns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dances away. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. That's caught. It's Banks. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Extending the play. Going to try to get it himself. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuffing the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On third down, he drops to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Auburn is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display.
And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Grant. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And quarterback dropping back under. Getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Gonna swing it on second down. Got his man. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And the Raging Cajuns can really attack on this second and short. Now the play fake. Got him downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's got it down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. It's complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Throwing right. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
on to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat pattern, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
To the air, it's Coleman Hope. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And they'll take over.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Wade. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And they can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's the pressure. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Grant. Working that left side now. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.